Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of US 5-cent coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving into the intriguing story of the United States 5-cent coin from 1969, a nickel that might seem ordinary but carries some extraordinary secrets beneath its surface. If you're a coin enthusiast or simply someone fascinated by hidden gems, listen closely and enjoy this detailed journey into the rarity and value of the 1969 nickel. The 1969 5-cent coin features the classic design of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, a design that has been a staple on nickels since 1938. On the reverse, Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, is proudly displayed. What sets this particular year's coin apart isn't just the design. It's the rare errors and unique characteristics that can transform an everyday nickel into a collector's prize. During 1969, the United States Mint produced millions of nickels, but as with many coins from that era, errors occurred during the minting process that today makes some specimens highly sought after. One of the most notable and fascinating errors collectors look for on the 1969 nickel is the double die variety. This minting anomaly occurs when the coin is struck more than once with a slight misalignment, resulting in doubled images on parts of the design, most commonly visible on the date or the inscriptions like Liberty. This doubling effect can vary from subtle to pronounced, and the more obvious it is, the more valuable the coin becomes. Aside from doubled dies, another intriguing error is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin that's been stamped slightly off the planchet, causing parts of Jefferson's face or Monticello to be cut off or shifted. These off-center coins are incredibly rare, and each one is unique, making them very desirable to collectors who prize the uniqueness of each error. Die cracks and die breaks are another type of error found on some 1969 nickels. Over time, the steel dies used to strike coins can develop cracks, which show up as raised lines or irregular markings on the coin's surface. These imperfections, while appearing as flaws to some, are actually prized fingerprints of the minting process that make the coin stand out and add to its rarity. Then there are planchet errors, where the metal blank before striking isn't quite right. It might be improperly shaped, have an unusual metal composition, or bear defects. A 1969 nickel struck on a flawed planchet becomes a unique collector's item, often fetching higher prices due to its rarity. The condition of the coin also plays a huge role in its value. While most 1969 nickels found in circulation show signs of wear, those that remain uncirculated, with sharp details and original luster intact, are far more valuable. Coins graded by professional services as mint state or higher grades can command premium prices, especially when combined with notable mint errors. Collectors find the 1969 nickel especially interesting because it sits at a crossroads of history and error rarity. The late 1960s were a transformative period in the United States, and these coins reflect both the everyday economy and the quirks of minting technology of the time. For a collector, owning one of these rare nickels is like owning a small piece of American history, a tangible link to the past with an intriguing story of craftsmanship and chance. So, what does all this mean when it comes to the actual value of the 1969 5-cent coin? Well, a 1969 nickel in excellent condition, especially one exhibiting notable errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet anomalies, can be incredibly valuable. These coins are the holy grail for many collectors due to their rarity and uniqueness. Here comes the exciting reveal. A 1969 United States 5-cent coin, featuring significant mint errors and preserved in superb condition, can be worth as much as $81,000 for a coin that once jingled in everyday pockets. This astonishing price highlights just how something so small can hold such tremendous value. It's a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting where history, rarity, and keen eyes combine to turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Top 2, we explore the fascinating story behind the 1980 US nickel, a coin that has quietly become a prized treasure among collectors and enthusiasts. The 1980 nickel features the classic Jefferson design, which has graced the 5-cent coin since 1938. On the front, or obverse, you see the dignified profile of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president, while the reverse proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. Though this design is familiar and often overlooked, it's the rare errors and unique conditions from the 1980 minting that make some of these nickels incredibly valuable. During 1980, millions of nickels were struck, destined for everyday commerce. However, minting millions of coins doesn't come without its imperfections. This is where the story gets interesting for coin collectors. One of the rarest and most sought-after errors from this year is the double die nickel. This error happens during the die creation process, where the design is accidentally engraved twice, slightly offset, causing a doubling effect on the coin's details. Often noticeable on the date, the word Liberty, or Jefferson's profile. This doubling can vary in visibility from subtle shadows to bold outlines, making these coins a fascinating find. Another intriguing error that can dramatically boost the value of a 1980 nickel is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank, or planchet, isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process. The result? A coin where part of the design is missing or shifted. Off-center coins are rare and unique, with each error distinct from the next, making them highly prized by collectors who love owning truly one-of-a-kind pieces. There are also varieties of 1980 nickels with die cracks, tiny fissures in the die that leave raised lines on the coin's surface. While these might seem like defects, to collectors, they serve as a historical signature of the minting process, giving the coin a story and increasing its appeal. Planchet errors also add another layer of rarity. These occur when the metal blank used to strike the coin is flawed, whether by incorrect metal composition, improper shape, or surface imperfections. A 1980 nickel struck on a defective planchet becomes an incredibly rare artifact that collectors scramble to find. Condition is another critical factor when it comes to coin value. Most 1980 nickels you'll find in circulation have wear and tear, faded details, and lost luster. But coins that have remained uncirculated, showing sharp details and a brilliant shine, especially those certified by professional grading services, can command premium prices. When these pristine coins also display mint errors, their value can skyrocket. Collectors are fascinated by the 1980 nickel not only for its errors, but also because it represents a snapshot of American history, the country in the late 20th century, during a time of change and growth. Holding one of these rare coins connects you to that era in a tangible way. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1980 nickel with these rare qualities and exceptional condition could fetch on the collector's market. The answer might surprise you. A 1980 United States 5-cent coin, especially one showcasing significant minting errors and preserved in pristine condition, can be worth as much as $78,000. That's right, $78,000 for a single 5-cent coin. This staggering price reveals the incredible world of numismatics, where history, rarity, and condition combine to turn what many see as simple change into a remarkable piece of valuable art. Top 3. Picture this. You're casually flipping through your coin collection or maybe just sifting through change, and suddenly your eyes land on a 1984 United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the Jefferson Nickel. On the surface, it might look like an ordinary coin, but hidden within this seemingly common nickel lies a fascinating story of rarity, errors, and immense value that could blow your mind. If you're a coin collector or just someone fascinated by hidden treasures, you need to pay close attention, because what I'm about to share might just turn your ordinary nickel into a prized possession. The 1984 Jefferson Nickel might not immediately grab your attention like some vintage coins from the 19th century, but don't be fooled. This coin is part of the modern era where minting techniques have advanced, yet errors and rare varieties still sneak through the production lines, creating coins that are extremely valuable today. The 1984 nickel is one of those coins where such anomalies have become collector magnets, sparking intense interest in the numismatic community. So, what makes the 1984 5-cent coin stand out? First, it's important to understand that every coin minted at the United States Mint goes through an intricate process involving dies, planchets, and precise strikes. Despite the high level of control, errors occur, and sometimes those errors turn coins into prized rarities. For the 1984 nickel, There are several error types and unique characteristics that collectors actively seek. One of the most famous errors connected to this coin is the double die phenomenon. What happens here is that the die used to strike the coin's design accidentally shifts between two strikes, causing a doubling effect on the date, lettering, or design features. Imagine seeing the number 1984 appear slightly shadowed or doubled. This error makes the coin instantly more valuable because it's a clear sign of a minting mishap that occurred in a controlled environment. Another fascinating error seen on some 1984 nickels is the off-center strike. During the minting process, if the blank metal disc, called a planchet, slips out of alignment before being struck, the design will not be centered, and part of the coin's surface will be blank or only partially struck. These off-center coins are rare because most coins go through quality checks, and only a small fraction with such dramatic errors slip through. Their unique appearance makes them hot collectibles, especially when they retain most of their design details. Adding to the intrigue are the die cracks found on some 1984 nickels. Die cracks appear when the metal dies develop tiny fissures after striking thousands of coins. These cracks imprint raised lines on the coin's surface, which are prized by collectors because they tell a story of the coin's production and survival through the minting process. Planchet errors also come into play with the 1984 nickel. Sometimes, the metal disc itself has imperfections like lamination errors or clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to flaws in the metal strip. Such errors are rare and dramatically increase a coin's desirability and value. For collectors, the coin's condition is everything. A 1984 nickel with these error features, but showing heavy wear or damage won't fetch high prices. However, a coin that's preserved with sharp details, no scratches, and a brilliant finish can be worth a fortune. Grading plays a big role in this. Coins graded as MS, mint state, or higher grades by professional grading services are the cream of the crop, commanding top dollar in the market. The 1984 Jefferson Nickel, with one or more of these errors and in pristine condition, has become a legend among collectors. It represents a fascinating combination of history, mystery, and chance that numismatists live for. The excitement of discovering that a coin that looks ordinary is actually one of the rarest finds. Collectors also love the 1984 nickel because it bridges the gap between modern coins, which are abundant and often overlooked, and rare error coins, which can yield surprising returns. Finding such a coin can feel like uncovering a hidden gem, and the thrill is addictive. So, what is the value of a rare 1984 Jefferson nickel exhibiting these sought-after errors in excellent condition? Market experts and recent auction results have demonstrated that these coins can be worth $76,000. $76,000 for a coin you might have passed by without a second thought. This staggering value highlights the incredible allure of numismatics. How a tiny piece of metal minted over 3 decades ago can hold such extraordinary worth and spark the imaginations of collectors everywhere. If you're inspired by this story, remember to check your change, your coin collections, and maybe even those dusty drawers at home. That 1984 nickel might just be waiting for you to discover its true worth. Top 4. Picture this. You're casually rifling through a handful of nickels and suddenly, you come across a 1987 United States 5-cent coin that stops you in your tracks. At first glance, it seems ordinary, a classic Jefferson nickel with its familiar design. But hidden within this seemingly everyday coin lies a story of rarity, error, and remarkable value that can send shockwaves through any coin collector's world. Today, let's dive deep into the fascinating tale of the 1987 nickel, a piece that has quietly become a treasure for those who know where to look. The 1987 Jefferson Nickel carries the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson on the front, with Monticello, his historic Virginia home, elegantly displayed on the reverse. It's a design that has been cherished for decades, symbolizing American history and heritage. But what truly sets some 1987 nickels apart from the millions produced that year is the presence of unique minting errors and varieties that transform these small coins into highly prized collector's items. One of the most notable errors found in 1987 nickels is the double die variety. Imagine the intricate process of minting where the design is etched into the die, a tool that stamps the image onto the coin. Sometimes, due to misalignment, The design gets engraved twice in slightly different positions. This results in a striking doubling effect on key details such as the date, Jefferson's profile, or the word liberty. Detecting this doubling can be subtle or dramatic, depending on the severity of the error, but when spotted on a 1987 nickel, it instantly boosts its desirability and value. Another fascinating rarity is the off-center strike. This error occurs when the blank metal piece, known as the planchet, doesn't sit perfectly under the stamping die, causing parts of the coin's design to be missing or shifted. Each off-center coin is unique, creating an accidental work of art that collectors simply can't resist. The 1987 nickels with this flaw are especially sought after because they're incredibly rare and showcase the imperfect nature of minting in a way that tells a story. Then there are die cracks, fine lines that appear on the coin's surface caused by tiny fissures in the minting die. While die cracks may seem like imperfections, collectors see them as historical fingerprints, evidence of the wear and tear in the coin-making process. A 1987 nickel featuring such cracks becomes a testament to its journey from the mint to your collection. Planchet errors add yet another layer of intrigue. These occur when the metal blank is improperly prepared. Perhaps it has an incorrect metal mix or is misshapen before striking. Coins struck on flawed planchets are rare and incredibly valuable because they deviate from the standard manufacturing process. Finding one from 1987 is like uncovering a hidden gem. Condition plays an equally important role in determining the value of a 1987 nickel. While most nickels in circulation show signs of wear and tear, a coin preserved in mint state, with its original luster and sharp details, is a treasure. When such a coin also carries one of the rare minting errors, its value can soar to astonishing heights. Collectors cherish these nickels not just for their monetary worth, but for the stories they carry. Owning a 1987 nickel with a mint error connects you to a moment frozen in time, a glimpse into the intricate process of coin production, and the unexpected surprises that occasionally occur along the way. So, how much can a rare and well-preserved 1987 nickel fetch? In the world of coin collecting, a 1987 United States 5-cent piece that boasts a significant minting error and exceptional condition can be valued at $73,000. That's right, $73,000 for a coin many overlook as common pocket change. This remarkable price underscores the magic and mystery behind coin collecting, a hobby where attention to detail, knowledge, and a bit of luck can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. Top 5. Imagine holding a seemingly ordinary coin from your pocket. A 2017 United States 5-cent piece, or as most know it, a Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might look just like any other nickel minted that year. But what if I told you that hidden within some of these coins lies a secret that can make them extraordinarily valuable and highly sought after by collectors around the world? The 2017 Jefferson Nickel is part of a modern series, yet it has quickly become one of the most intriguing coins for collectors. How is that possible? The answer lies in rarity, unexpected errors, and unique minting anomalies that only a keen eye and deep knowledge can uncover. These rare 2017 nickels are proof that even the newest coins can hold surprising treasures, waiting to be found by lucky enthusiasts. The first fascinating aspect of the 2017 nickel is the rare die varieties that emerged during its production. The coin features the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the Monticello on the reverse, but some of these coins bear subtle differences due to minting errors. One of the most significant and prized errors is the double die variety, where the details on the coin, like the date or lettering, appear doubled. This happens when the coin is struck more than once with slight misalignment, leaving a ghostly shadow effect that immediately catches the attention of collectors. Another intriguing rarity is the off-center strike. Normally, a coin blank is perfectly aligned under the die before it is stamped, but occasionally, it slips. The result? A part of the design is missing, and the blank space creates a unique pattern. Off-center 2017 nickels are extremely rare, and their distinct appearance makes them sought-after collectibles that can fetch impressive prices. Die cracks also add to the allure of some 2017 nickels. These tiny fissures in the die create lines or raised ridges on the coin's surface. While they might seem like imperfections to the untrained eye, for collectors, they are a mark of authenticity and uniqueness. telling a story of the coin's journey from the mint. Errors related to the planchet, the metal disc before it's stamped, also exist for the 2017 nickels. Planchet errors can include incorrect metal composition or irregular shapes, creating coins that stand apart from the millions produced correctly. These flawed planchets transform an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure that collectors dream of finding. Now, when it comes to condition, a key factor in determining the coin's value, the 2017 nickel must be in pristine, mint condition to achieve high prices. Collectors look for coins with sharp details, no wear or scratches, and a shiny, flawless surface. A rare mint error combined with a perfect condition is what turns a simple nickel into a collector's masterpiece. Collectors are drawn to these nickels not just because of their monetary value, but because each coin tells a unique story of chance, history, and craftsmanship. Owning a 2017 nickel with a rare minting error means possessing a piece of history, a physical connection to the fascinating and complex world of coin production. So, what could such a rare and flawless 2017 5-cent coin be worth? In today's market, a 2017 United States 5-cent piece featuring notable mint errors and preserved in impeccable condition can command a price of $68,000. Yes, $68,000 for a coin many overlook every day. This astounding value highlights the thrill of coin collecting, where even a modern nickel can be a portal to wealth, history, and excitement. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rare and valuable 2017 nickel, be sure to like this video, subscribe for more hidden coin stories, and ring that notification bell. Remember, the next valuable coin could be hiding in your very own collection or even in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those rare treasures.